It was on the screen. Are you blind? Read the fucking screen. I get it. I miss things. That's cool. That's cool. On the other hand, telling me how to, that I should do a sleep strike, if that's even a real thing, I don't want to know. I don't. Some kind of food poisoning. Loki, that's horrible. My mother had something going on like that. She had some kind of food poisoning. Yeah, it looks like it bounced. Looks like the stream bounced. Should be back up. Back up there. No, it's not just you. The stream bounced for some reason. Should be back up. Okay, we're not dropping frames or anything. It just flaked. Loki, I'm sorry to hear that you've got some kind of food poisoning or something. My mother also had some kind of food poisoning the other night. Just rotten. So they're bringing in more and more. I don't know what the odds are that they will patrol and walk away. I imagine even tranking somebody in one of these walker gears would get their full attention. Are they all wearing helmets? Maybe. Looks like they're all wearing helmets. I hear a vehicle that's on the move, but I don't see the vehicle that's on the move.
Oh. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Ah, all right. Maybe they're picking him up. Maybe they're picking him up. It's actually not a bad thing. If they're picking up the prisoner and moving somewhere, I might be able to go head him off. Somewhere. Quicksilver, yeah, we've been doing the new schedule for, this is the third week, I think, of the new schedule. Second or third week.
He mentioned the palace. Probably Lamarchate Palace. Security there will be tight. Think you can grab the target before he arrives?
I'd like to,
his
but...
predicted route to your iDroid.
Marker placed.
Okay, let's head off really quick. Really quick. Well, ignore what it says and go with the schedule, man. I stick to my schedule. I have not blown the schedule yet. I've changed it now a few times, but I have not blown the schedule yet. So that really may be the way to go. You may just want to stick with it. Where is the actual road this is going to be on? It's all just out on the desert. All right, I'm going up to my D point that I marked. If I knew what they were going to drive on, which surface they were going to drive on, maybe it's here. All right, here's where they're going to drive. Here's where they're going to drive. Let's get some, oh, really fast. Come on, C4 right here, right now. Place it, get behind the rock. Where'd the rock go? There was a rock. Where'd the rock go? There's the rock. Where's my C4? All right, now what are we going to do with them? What are we going to do with them? I guess we're going to use the MRS. It's a little, oh, we can't do it yet. Get the C4 ready. Shit, they've got the walker gear as an escort? Oh, man. I wish I had heavy weapons. All of a sudden, I wish I had heavy weapons.
Enemy presence detected.
This isn't going to work any better. They've got all the fucking walker gear with them. I guess I could maybe blow a bit of the walker gear. Whatever gets to the C4 first, I'm going to blow. Hopefully I can get two with one. Yes! Oh, check that shit out. Target secured. Oh, dude.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake?
Oh, it had potential. That had potential. That had potential. The two walker gears, they got up. They got up, and they got me. Damn. It was still awesome, Twixor. It was still awesome. We got two of the walker gears. I was pretty pleased with that, actually. I only had half a plan. Chicken hat, fuck off. I only had half a plan. So, it makes sense that I only got half a success.
Boss, you need to extract the target alive. He might be able to tell us about what went on at OKB-0.
You have arrived at your destination.
Я вызову подмогу.
The map has been
That's the target.
Объект обнаружен. Координаты 0385012750. Перешлите транспорт. Прием.
We know where to find the target. Check your iDroid.
Отправляем группу. Оставайтесь там до ее прибытия. Конец связи.
That worked pretty well. The spot I had is solid. Is pretty solid. Not gonna mess with that. I just have to not get spotted as the truck's coming in.
arrived at your destination.
I don't know if I have to wait here, actually wait here until the truck comes, or if the truck will come regardless. Don't need to tell me, I'm just thinking out loud. Probably, Altamore, probably. Although he fell out. He did fall out of the vehicle. After I saved the guy. Or you mean, you can. You totally can. There's no question about it, you can. I could have jacked the vehicle and tried to bail. Now, we may not hear what they're saying, since I'm all the way over here already. Where are the tracks? Where are the tracks? Okay.
КП. Понял. Не теряйте бдительности. Прием.
He mentioned the palace. Probably Lamar Khatte Palace. Security there will be tight. Think you can grab the target before he arrives? I'm sending his predicted route to your iDroid.
Same plan. I like the plan. I just want to do a better job of it. If I had my battle... You know what? If I had my battle dress that I just took off... in favor of something a little more camo... What I'm hoping is... I don't know that my distance is anything near correct. But I'm hoping that I can use this one to get those two walker gears again. And hopefully this will hit one of the walker gears in the rear. It's just a guess. But if he's flanked by two in the front and two in the back, there's a chance. There's a chance. Alright, I'm not gonna watch the one in the rear. I'm really just watching the one in the front. So we're waiting till the walkers get to the one in the front. Hopefully the truck's in the middle. I really don't want to blow the truck up. Oh, God. They're not together. Now they're coming up. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Well, that didn't work worth a shit. Didn't work worth a shit. I'm gonna try and Fulton the whole vehicle.
Whoa, stop! Your mission is to extract the targets.
Yeah, well... Yeah.
Boss, the target's dead. Mission failed.
No, I don't want your chicken hat. How do you just... Can you just turn off the chicken hat so it stops asking you? What a mockery. Dude, you suck. You want a chicken hat?
You need to extract the target alive. He might be able to tell us about what went on at OKB-0.
That worked way too well the first time, and then predictably poorly the second time. The second time is almost what we should expect from that.
You have arrived at your destination.
Well then, third time's a charm.
The map has been
That's the
updated.
target.
You know what? I have a different plan. Hold on, different plan. Shit. Shoot me, don't shoot him, shoot me. Don't shoot him, shoot me.
Target extracted. Exfiltrate the hot zone, boss.
Mission, please select
Come on,
a strike
pickup point.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter.
Screw this shit, we're going Gordian knot. Oh damn, I'm screwed now. Faster, Snake, faster. No, I'm being targeted. Fucking heat seekers. Damn. Dude, you liked that idea, didn't you? You liked that idea, right? Just go right in and fucking get the guy. I'm thinking if I could take out the first guy on the walker, if I hadn't screwed that shot up, if I took out that first guy on the walker, I could get in there fast. I could get in there fast and get him out. I'm gonna try that for a couple runs. I think it was a good plan. I think it was actually a decent plan.
Boss, you need to extract the target.
I think it was a decent plan. There seems to be a tiny bit of RNG about who's positioned where at the beginning. I'll let someone else answer what's going on with the chicken hat.
You have arrived at your destination.
On faster, Snake, faster. Hey, Snake. Damn, that's not gonna work. He's gonna kill. Did I get him down? Did I get the one guy down? Oh shit. I got the one guy down. I got the one guy down. Snake, get the fuck out of here. So fast, Snake. Fast, 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 faster than you can imagine. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. Snake, faster. Come on.
That's the way.
Info has been updated. The map has
What about the
been
chicken
updated.
hat? You want to know what it was? I want it to go away. I don't want to be offering me no stupid chicken hat. Get out of here.
Please select a landing zone.
Of course, it's all the way down there. Nice touch. Nice touch. Okay, well, I'm gonna get the hell out of here before I call for that. I do not want to be spotted by those guys. I don't want to call in the chopper quite yet. Chopper comes in really fast. Alright, where am I in relation to the road? Where am I in relation to the chopper call? Damn, they are gonna be where the chopper comes in. What a shitty job.
Please
We've got to
select
pick in a
strike
location
point.
here.
Please select a landing zone.
It's right where they are. They're going right to my landing zone. Well, screw
Support
it.
helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Go back to this one. Hold on, where am I going? I don't want the helicopter yet. Hold on, helicopter. Can I dismiss? I changed my mind. I'm not ready for you. Shamrock Mike, I went offline as soon as the game tried to force me to invade someone else's forward operating
No
base.
sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
I don't even have to get to a helicopter? Fine. Whatever.
Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Great work.
The game sort of forced S rank. S rank. Huh. Hey, cool. At least you got infinite stamina. Damn straight. Damn straight. I would be more interested in the forward operating base, Mike, if it was a little more optional, but it seemed incredibly forced. Forced on me, anyways. First, they made me buy a place for it, and I didn't even build one. And then they tried to make me go and assault someone else's forward operating base. They put all my story missions and side ops on hold and only gave me one menu option, which was to go infiltrate someone else's base. That's when I quit the game, reloaded it, went offline. I haven't gone online since. I don't like being forced into that shit. It'd be up to me if I want to actually invade another player's base. I don't like the game telling me I have to do that.
Boss, the target filled us in on what's been going on. He betrayed the Soviets, passing information to Langley, but got scared after learning XOF used the vocal cord parasites. Then came feelings of guilt that his leaks sent comrades to their deaths, and fear that America might deploy such a weapon itself. But in reality, XOF and Langley don't have a collaborative relationship, and Skullface was not working for America. Still, I can't blame the man for being afraid. After laying low with the Mujahideen, he tried to cut his ties with the U.S. and return to the Soviet military.
What's going
Along the way, someone came after him, and he was forced back into hiding. Could have been remnants of XOF looking to silence him. And you know the rest. He doesn't seem to know much about the parasites, but nevertheless, it'd be too dangerous to hand him over to Langley or the Soviets. We'll keep him here as originally planned.
On a bunch of tapes. A bunch of tapes. The hamburgers of Kazuhiro Miller. We've got hamburger tapes. Battle gear has been completed. Wow, it can be deployed with units on dispatch mission. Soldier, rampant buzzard.
Emmerich's finished development on that battle gear of his. Get back to Mother Base.
Some hidden component of the game. I would prefer not, man. So I understand that there's no way of finding it out in the game, but it probably affects the game.
Clouds approaching.
battle gear is an armored weapon developed to take on hostile bipedal weapon systems. But unlike the Soviet-funded Walker gear, the battle gear still hasn't been properly field tested. I'd like to assign a combat unit to take it on dispatch missions, so that we can evaluate its capabilities and reliability. Assuming you've got no objections, give the order to dispatch the unit from your iDroid.
I wouldn't know what the hell to do with it, Huey, cause wouldn't know what to do with it.
Boss, we need evidence to prove our suspicions about Emmerich.
Your suspicions about Emmerich.
Stand and recover that AI pod. It's time we purge Diamond Dogs of that traitorous parasite once and for all.
Please specify a project.
Like the Grom. I haven't been taking it lately. When I wanted a rocket launcher, I've been taking other things besides the Grom.
Please specify a project.
So we've got an important side op now. That'll be next. I think that'll be next. And then the mission
Please
list.
select a mission.
We don't even have a story mission. The two main ops that we have, I do. I'm not knowledgeable about poets. I do.
Welcome home, boss.
So subsistence and extreme, these are just repeat missions. I guess we're going on a side quest after we listen to some tapes. Got 2, 3, 5, 6 more tapes. Gotta check them all out.
This is yellow cake that Cypher.
I'm gonna disappear for a minute and munch on some food here, but I'll be here watching the tapes, listening with you.
Recovered it from a truck crossing the savannah. Are there metallic archaea inside it?
Yes, the archaea metabolize uranium-235 to subsist. They must be stored inside yellow cake, or they cannot survive.
So those biological traces we took for impurities were actually the real cargo.
Of course, they are deactivated, so they do not trigger a sudden enrichment. They are like baker's yeast. Yet, they do gradually enrich the uranium as they feed. I imagine you detected weapons-grade traces.
Yeah, we did. And the malachite that was loaded on the truck had traces of uranium in it, too. So that's the flower, huh? Skullface was gonna sell do-it-yourself nuke kits. The uranium-enriching archaea complete with a user's manual. And the ores with the uranium could be sourced by the client or provided by Cypher.
Even the trace amounts buried in common ores can be enriched to weapons-grade uranium by the metallic archaea. Proving that must have been the most important factor of the trials. That and the ability to successfully prevent detonation.
So if the amounts of uranium in the ores are low enough, they can get past any inspection. And you only need a tiny amount of the archaea to act as the yeast. No great challenge to smuggle that either. The first step towards saturating the world with nukes.
His plan. That was not my intention. My only goal in developing the metallic archaea was to save the Dine.
What made you think a tool for creating undetectable nuclear weapons would save your people?
After 70 years, the Dine reclaimed the Navajo nation from which we were banished. We bore all the hardships of poverty. But we were proud to live off the land we called race between the US and the Soviet Union began with the end of the Second World War. Suddenly, there was a massive demand for uranium, and it was our ill fortune that the ground beneath the Navajo Nation was rich with uranium ore. The Black Ana government set up mine after mine, and many of the Diné worked them, never informed of any danger. Every day, they went to work with no protection. The slag was simply piled out in the open. When rain fell, uranium traces left behind would seep out, and when the ground dried, it was blown about as dust. Land and water were contaminated, irradiated. Many of us became sick and died. That pain lives on to this day.
I had no idea.
Wanting more than anything to revive the land my forebears left to me, I was delighted upon discovering microbes that eat uranium. If they could be domesticated, I believed we could rid our land of uranium.
Were you successful?
No. The research called for funding on a colossal scale. But nobody was willing to invest with no prospect of a return.
And that's when Skullface showed up.
Correct. I can save you and your people. We share the same will. That is what he said to me. And I believed him. Black Ana forced me to abandon my uranium cleanup work and focus on nuclear weapons. And he held all the Diné hostage. Today, the uranium mines within the reservation are finally closing down. It is simply less expensive now to source uranium overseas.
New victims, different places.
But uranium is a tactical resource. To rely on a foreign country for it is a difficult decision to make. And he was in the perfect place to influence that decision.
He could have condemned your people to the mines forever.
The contamination comes not only from uranium. The fallout from the Nevada nuclear tests also settled on our lands. As if our fortune were not already bad enough, we are also downwinders. To save the Diné, I must complete my original research. The
One that covers. I'm waiting for more on this.
parasite that lives on the surface of the skull's bodies is what gives them their power.
Not just the armored
Similar
skulls.
to
It's
my
all of them.
children who live in my skin.
That's what I'm hearing.
I modified the parasites I isolated from the body of that old man, differentiating them with various abilities. One that can blend perfectly into its surroundings by exposing the pigments in its cells at will. Another that, by harboring multiple species of metallic archaea, can oxidize and reduce metal. Isolating the one that covers and transplanting it into an artificial medium should provide the same abilities as the skulls, but they can only subsist within a human body. Once transplanted into the medium, they will eventually die. Another thing, the weakness of the one that covers is desiccation. Their surface moisture loss is greater than ours. The reason they give off mist is to alleviate this by releasing the salts inside them as microparticles. Water vapor condenses around them, appearing as mist. But this dries out the atmosphere until they cannot even produce mist. And once their supply of water from the host runs out, the parasites are in danger. They, along with their host, enter a form of suspended animation, However, a similar effect occurs if they come into contact with a large amount of water. Rain, for instance, the one that covers will temporarily abandon other processes in his eagerness to absorb the water. Pitijolone. Make the weather your ally.
Hey, how are you doing today, man? What's up? What's up, Nade? Ah, thank you for the host, man. What are you up to tonight? How is Mass Effect going? Were you playing today? Were you playing during the day? I don't check. I haven't been checking anything. I really have no sense of what's going on. The game is going well, Nate. I'm kind of looking forward to wrapping it up, though. We were just saying, you know, it's almost become like a Metal Gear channel, which this isn't. It isn't actually a Metal Gear channel. You know what? I got your message. It's really inconsistent, but I noticed that too, that Germany, whenever YouTube blocks any of the videos that I post to YouTube, and it says that it's not viewable in a certain country, it's always Germany. I have never seen another country besides Germany show up on the blocked in certain countries list. And it's only some of the Metal Gear videos, and it seems to be related to the music tracks. That's the weirdest part. A couple of the songs that were played are banned in Germany, or appear to be banned in Germany. But I got your message on Twitter, Lumia, and that's I don't like hearing that.
Hewitt's dug up some interesting facts about our skull-faced friend. 9 years ago, he was exiled to South Africa, stripped of political power. The upshot's that he ceased being a serious threat, in Cypher's eyes anyway. They eased up on surveillance, giving him an opening to establish his own military unit, one that answered to his will alone. Those men likely had no idea their orders were coming from Skullface. They probably didn't even know the organization was a part of Cypher at all. Anyway, it was in South Africa where he found renewed interest in parasites. And when he discovered the vocal cord parasites, he began to make his plan. Wipe the English language out of existence. Free the world, not by taking men's lives, but by taking their tongues. In his eyes, the greatest symbiotic parasite the world's ever known isn't microbial. It's linguistic. Words are what keeps civilization, our world, alive.
There was something Skullface said. America is made up of many peoples, but those peoples never mix. Quite so. One nation, home to hundreds of different ethnic groups, many of whom stick to their respective living areas. Little colonies, not interacting with other groups, going out of their way to avoid one another, their land, organizations, relationships. Thus, the United States of America is no melting pot.
It's more of a salad bowl.
Salad bowl. It is not made up from one people, but for its minorities to function in society. A common ground is needed. Language. Even if the country is not one. No, because it's not one, a lingua franca is necessary. English. American hegemonism was born from the illusion that English could unite diverse ethnicities.
Interesting.
In taking in people from around the globe, America became a microcosm of it. Now the boundaries between it and the rest of the world have become blurred. However different our neighbors may be, English enables us to create symbiotic relationships with each other. If English can bring unacquainted neighbors together in America, this should hold true for the world. This salad bowl that is the world can also become one.
That was a good tape. That was a good tape. The Hamburgers of Kazuhiro Miller. This might be a little lighter.
I have spoken from here. Will you permit me to rest? Have something to eat?
I thought you don't eat.
I can subsist without food. But there is more to the act of eating than nourishment. We receive nature's blessings and reaffirm our part in it. And in doing so, we express our gratitude.
So give me hamburgers.
Sorry, it's hearing you say you don't need to eat and that you're part of nature in the same breath. Anyway, what can we get you? Not exactly a 5-star restaurant, but the kitchen's used to serving a lot of different appetites.
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers?
Even we Dine have become Americanized. I eat them often back home.
And you just can't let them go. Well, as far as symbols of the American Empire go, hamburgers are pretty good. The victory of capitalism. Your people suffered so much at the hands of America. And you asked for hamburgers.
We have suffered more than you can know. But I do not see hamburgers as an accomplice.
Best tape.
Single dish.
Best tape yet.
Providing a balanced helping of nature's blessings. Meat,
Grain,
and
that's
vegetables.
exactly how I think.
How could anyone hate such a
Magnificent thing.
Says the guy who can survive on photosynthesis. Balance has nothing to do with it. You just like a good burger.
That is also true.
Also true.
Be warned, though. I have very high standards.
Don't worry. I do too. All right then. One good old-fashioned all-American icon coming up.
I look forward to it.
I hope there's a follow-up tape on the hamburgers. All right, game is redeemed. That's good. What are we missing here? Oh, I missed the Man on Fire tape. What happened next with the Man on Fire? Completely missed this one. Hamburgers, though. Hamburger tape.
You mentioned
For
that
the
the
win.
man on fire was crushed under Sahelanthropus in its hangar.
Yeah. He was caught under the wheels of its transport platform.
But his body wasn't found.
What?
We searched the area the moment we arrived, but there was no trace of him.
I wasn't hallucinating.
I know. I trust you on that. That means someone must have taken the body. But when I got there, everything was still as it was. Even Skullface hadn't been touched. I can't see a reason to sneak into a place like that and drag out the biggest, heaviest guy there.
What are you getting at?
The only option left is he got up and walked away.
That platform ran him over.
Just ran him over.
You're saying that's not enough?
I don't want to believe it, but maybe not. He shrugs off bullets, even rocket strikes. There's no reason to think that would finish him. It seems ridiculous, but I'll start gathering eyewitness accounts just in case.
If you dig up anything concrete, I want to know.
You'll be the first, if I dig anything up. But I hope to hell I don't.
No kidding.
All right. Well, that was some good tape action.
Please select
Still don't have a
mission.
vehicle to send anyone on that combat deployment.
Please
Our main
select
ops are
mission.
now repeat ops. So in order to get another main op that actually means something to the story, we're going to have to do a side op. And we'll probably open that up. Extract the AI pod. Head to Afghanistan's central base camp and extract the AI pod. It may provide information that will verify Kaz's suspicions against Emmerich. As the suspicions against Emmerich. I'm not terribly suspicious. He could be in on all of this or not. I'm just as suspicious of Kaz as I am of Emmerich. And yet here we are saying, verify the suspicions against Emmerich. And then...
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Yeah, they are a big part of the game. The codec that you had in MGS 1, 2, and 3, and 4. In Peace Walker, you had tapes. So the codec exists, you can still call people, but you don't get nearly as much lore out of the codec. Same thing in this game. You don't really get the lore out of the codec like you did in MGS 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. You get the lore out of the tapes. All the lore is in the tapes. Almost all the lore is in the tape. So it is a big part of the game. Because it's what happened to the codec.
Boss,
The codec was a huge part of the game.
Our suspicions about Emmerich. Head to the central base camp in Afghanistan and recover that AI pod. It's time we purge Diamond Dogs of that traitorous parasite once and for all.
Woo!
Please select a mission.
What time is it? It's 7. I want to go after the legendary jackal for absolutely no reason. I just feel like it. I feel like at legendary jackal, capture a particular jackal that is the stuff of legend. Its coloring is said to be reminiscent of the ancient Egyptian god Anubis.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Central Africa.
Just cause. And we're definitely bringing D-Dog. And this was supposed to be my non-lethal setup, so fix my non-lethal setup, my non-lethal loadout. Let's go in. Let's go in at night and use night vision.
Deploying.
He really has. Frustrating. Not that it isn't logical, but Kaz being so full of anger and hate, he just seems blinded by it. Blinded by his anger and hate. Who knows whatever else he might be up to, but remember in Peace Walker, Kaz knew when he invited Paz and Galvez. Kaz knew that they were not who they said they were, and he lied to us. He lied to us for his own purposes. Kaz has been betraying us for his own purposes for a while. Why would he stop now?
Caution. Rain.
I don't trust Kaz. I do not trust Kaz. I can't trust him. It is not possible for me to trust Kaz. He lost his trust quite a while ago.
Be careful down there, boss.
Alright, so here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna
Marker
go
placed.
B,
Marker
C.
placed.
Nice. That's alphabetical. We go from B to E to
Marker
F.
placed. Marker placed.
We're gonna
Marker
go.
placed. Marker placed.
Fine then. Can't have enough of them. Okay, never mind. You know what?
Marker removed. Marker removed. Marker removed.
Take them all off. Get rid of them.
Removed.
Put
Marker
one here.
placed.
Put one here.
Marker placed.
Put one here.
Marker placed.
Put one in the middle.
Marker placed.
There you go. We're going to J. Speaking of J, we're going to J.
You have arrived at your destination.
Awesome. It's raining at night. Doesn't mess too much with the night vision, but We're doing okay on night vision batteries.
Caution.
Got upgraded at some point.
Outside the mission area.
Caution. You are
What do you mean
entering
outside the mission area? Bullshit, I'm outside the mission area. No, 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 no. You do not tell me I'm outside the mission area. My markers are all inside the mission area. What business do you have telling me I'm outside the mission area? I am not outside the mission area. Fuck you, Kaz. I am not outside the mission area.
I've seen enough. Mission
Bullshit.
aborted. Once more from the top.
Bullshit. You saw it. You saw it. I was well inside the mission area. Nobody was outside the mission area. What the shit? Tell me that made sense. Tell me I'm wrong and that made sense, that it tracked me outside the mission area. My markers are strictly within the mission area.
That's the target.
That's the target? No, 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 no. Hey, hey, hey. Now, assuming his buddies don't wake him up. Nice, nice, nice. I love it.
Side op completed.
All right, and you can all come too. You can all come too.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Hopefully, you can all come too. Oh shit, I tranked D-Dog. I tranked D-Dog. Oh god, this is not the first time that has happened that I've been fighting Canids and I ended up tranking D-Dog or doing something worse. D-Dog, you are a good boy.
Good dog.
Good dog. I'm sorry I tranked you. Are you okay? I'm sorry I tranked you. I'm sorry I tranked you. Very sorry. Dog, I'm so sorry. You okay, bud? You okay? Why don't you take a nap? Why don't you take a nap, bud? They were all about the same size and shape and... yeah. So, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that I would say what all went on with the dogs, and I haven't said anything about what went on with the dogs yet.
Requested.
My dogs, for some reason, my two huskies, tried to kill each other this weekend. Not maybe so seriously, but oh, Altamore, not much. I hold on, I'll get back to the story in a second. Successfully found the jackal, then accidentally tranked D-Dog. That's why I was sad. I accidentally tranked D-Dog.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I just felt bad about it. There was a bunch of jackals around, and I was tranking them all real quick, and I tranked D-Dog. But, so two things. There's sort of two things that went on this weekend.
Detected. The map has been updated.
He's a mix. He's a mix. I'm just going to mute the in-game audio for a second because it's raining and it's loud and I can't hear too clearly. So D-Dog's good. D-Dog's good. D-Dog's okay. But here's what happened. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. But I felt bad. I felt worse on an earlier mission. I accidentally kicked D-Dog. I mean, I've done some worse things to D-Dog, let's be honest. D-Dog gets in the fray when you're doing all kinds of shit. And if you're actually taking on animals, if you're being attacked by animals, especially canids, it is very hard to tell D-Dog apart in the heat of gunplay. So, okay, D-Dog's fine. But here's what happened. I went camping with my buddy, and his wife didn't come. She wasn't feeling too good. They have a number of dogs. They just had to put their older golden lab down for medical and age reasons. At any rate, he's got a doodle. He's got a labradoodle, a smaller labradoodle, so it's sort of a poodle doodle dog. And he's got what was supposed to be a mini Australian Shepherd, and he ended up buying what was a toy Australian Shepherd, which means it's as tiny as possible. Picture an Australian Shepherd that's this big, about the size of my head. That's it, this dog. So he only brought the two dogs. He has also got a pit bull. He's got a blue pit, very sweet blue pit. Generally very submissive with other dogs, very nice pit. At any rate, pit bulls have always been a bit scary to me. You hear lots of things. And so I was a little weirded out when my buddy first got this pit years ago, but she's sweet. She plays very nicely with my dogs. She's always been a sweetheart. I haven't seen my buddy in a little while. He lives in Denver. And we went camping, and what he told me was his pit bull nearly killed his Aussie. Pit bull tolerates a lot, has always tolerated a lot, has never attacked another dog or a person for years. But you hear stories about pit bulls and how pit bulls, once they snap, if something sets them off and they bite, you can't get those jaws open. You can't stop them. Pit bulls are genetically bred. At this point, they are bred for certain activities. And even if you raise the sweetest, most well-behaved pit in the world, when a pit bull snaps, it's like certain other breeds. They're not the only breed, but there's plenty of dog breeds that if they snap and attack, it's a whole different ball game than when another breed snaps and attacks. So apparently his dogs were at the fence, and his little Aussie, his toy Aussie, who's about this big, thinks it's the boss of everything and loves to run up and just nip at other dogs and bark at everyone. At any rate, apparently the Aussie ran up to his pit bull at the fence when some other neighbor dogs were starting shit. Anyways, his Aussie ran up, nipped at his pit bull, and his pit bull decided it was time to kill the Aussie. And attacked, absolutely ripped the Australian Shepherd open. Now remember, she's this big. She's the size of my head. And she got ripped open from throat to chest. She's okay, by the way. She's okay now. But apparently, my buddy had to jump in the middle of that fight, and his own dog, his own pit bull, he started punching his own pit bull to try and get it off of his other dog. Punched it in the chest, punched it in the head, punched it in the chest, nothing. Pit bull was not letting go. Here's how my buddy got the dog off. He put his hands in, he grabbed the pit bull's mouth while it had the Aussie Shepherd in its jaws, and he grabbed around until he could start to pull the jaws apart, and he ended up with holes in his hand. He's now got holes in his hand. So he was able to get his pit off his Aussie, and then they go to the vet, and anyways, that's not really a short version of the story, but this was what happened when we went camping. He tells me this story, and the dog's already healed, but his Aussie has all these marks and shaves from all the stitching, and it's amazing that she survived. And his pit bull is now living with his parents, and who knows what's going to happen in the future. So in the middle of this camping trip, all of a sudden, I mean, my dogs have never fought. When they were first together, they had a couple little scuffles, figured out, who's in charge, that kind of thing, dog stuff. But we were cooking some food on the grill when all of a sudden one of my dogs decided to go full on fucking cannibal and just attacked my other dog. They've never done this in years. They've never fought like this. And I had just, my buddy had just told me this story about his pit bull nearly killing his other dog. So I completely freaked out when one of my huskies attacked the other one and they started going bloody murder on each other in the middle of the campsite. Oh, and then they wouldn't let up. I separated them. And they were both going to sleep in the tent with me, which is normal. But for the rest of the night, one of my dogs, Jazia, the redhead, was just growling furiously. Like, I just would death stare on the other dog. Death stare. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to rip your throat out. And that's all I could think about was my buddy's story with his pit and his Aussie. So it was a really weird camping trip. The dogs made it really weird. For some reason, the dogs were just not okay with the whole situation. And now we got them back home, and they're perfectly normal. They're downstairs. They're lying on the couch together like nothing ever happened. Dogs. Anyways, that's about the whole story. Loki, you had a pit bull at the dog park. Jaw lock your dog. You stuck your finger in its ass to get him to release. Not ashamed for it at all. Good man, Loki. You do what you got to do. That is an interesting approach. I'm going to remember that one. I'm going to hope I never have to use it, but that's pretty intense. Yeah, no further comment, but damn. Hey, Crash, what's up? Yeah, I was talking about my buddy's dogs. My buddy's pit attacked his toy Aussie and nearly killed him. We were camping this weekend, and then for some reason, my huskies got into it. One of my huskies attacked the other one, and they're not like that. And I had just heard this horrible story about one dog nearly killing another, so I was very upset. Hard to tell. Thinking it may finish tomorrow. Definitely not finishing tonight, Crash. How are you doing? What are you up to?
Please select a landing zone.
I can tell you a little more about what's going on, but the short version is Chapter 1. We finished Chapter 1. Well, people have kind of spoiled enough. I think we're gonna need a mixed loadout here. Some sort of mixed loadout. Let's go with our original standard loadout. It was. There were a lot the other day. Not so many today. No, I keep waiting for things that people already spoiled to happen. Which sucks. That's exactly what shouldn't happen. Ah, lasagna. I did pizza and beer today. But lasagna sounds so good. Alright, hold on. What are we doing here exactly? We're going for an AI pod. What else did it say? Did it say anything else? Did it say anything else useful? Crack the AI pod. Information. We want information. I'm not a number, I'm a free man. Alright, now we are doing that, so we'll stay on it, and I'll take D-Dog.
Please select a heading to Afghanistan.
The sound of lasagna sounds way better than the pizza. Way better than the pizza. Didn't know we only had a few days left. What is it? It's the 15th. Didn't know we only had a week left to live. They better finish the game then. Oh, Loki, but you got food poisoning, right? That's okay. Water and Sprite. That's all you should be having. And toast. Loki, you got a good plan. For food poisoning, that's a good plan. Track the AI pod. Take us in ASAP. So why is the world supposed to end on September 23rd? Can you tell us, Crash? What is the latest apocalypse to be? Is it the rapture? Is it a pole shift? Is it aliens? I'm wondering, yeah, which one is it? Are we going to have which one? The fourth blood moon. And that's the end of the world. Ah, fourth blood moon in a year. Of course, the world has to end if there are 4 blood moons in a year. So, death by vampires? Ah, another rapture. The last one was boring, since it didn't happen.
The map has been updated.
We're talking about the end of the world. Talking about the end of the world. The Mayans never said we were going to die in 2012. The Mayans just had a calendar that was not, it wasn't pre-written past that year. They had a calendar, and the calendar goes in cycles, and they hadn't filled in the blanks for another cycle. Is what little bit I understand about the Mayan calendar. Is that there was never a prophecy of doom in the Mayan calendar. The calendar simply didn't go past that date. And people decided to interpret that as, oh, well, the Mayans must have known something and the world was ending. Lunar eclipse is the end of the world. That's perfectly reasonable. Let's see. Apparently, this is the 70th Jubilee of when Moses freed the slaves. It is exactly 3,500 years ago. That happened on September 23rd. Yeah, because we're so good with calendars, right? Because it's not like Caesar and others have changed the calendars over and over and over again. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Bring it on. You know what? If the world ends in a week, we won't get to play Fallout. That's a damn shame. Or maybe the world will end, but some of us will survive, and it'll be like Fallout. And then we'll never get to play Fallout 4, but it'll be okay because we'll be living it. That actually wouldn't be so okay. Tracked the AI pod. I guess we'll need some extra intelligence on where this AI pod is. But for now, let's just head to the entrance. Oh, we'll get the real deal. We'll get the real deal.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Presence detected. The map has been updated.
The conspiracies, they're everywhere.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
New subject would be fine. New subject would be fine.
You can disrupt communication communications between enemy outposts by destroying comms equipment. That'll prevent one post from sending reinforcements to another.
Analysis complete.
Oh, oh, that's a decoy. Gonna say, damn, are you blind? Well, he is. He's made out of rubber. Every once in a while, those decoys are pretty freaky. Loki, yep. Do I do? Oh. God, so many decoys. Oh. Oh. Now we're gonna need to interrogate someone. I'm going back over here. Let's go get this guy. He can probably be interrogated for the information we need. Fortunately, he's wearing a helmet, so I cannot just trank him from a distance.
Sun will rise momentarily.
Further.
I was very, very close, but he did not actually see us. He saw something. He didn't actually see us. Nice, this is what I want. Come on, here we go, here we go. Vehicle coming, that's great.
The map has been updated.
They're talking about antibiotics, I believe, Altamore? Antibiotics in food? Did he tell us? I didn't actually see his message. Did he tell us where
He's
the
coming
AI
too.
pod is?
Roger that.
Doesn't look like it. So what did he tell us? He gave us some piece of information. But I don't think he gave me the piece of information I need.
Analysis complete.
If I had to take a total guess as to where the AI pod would be, it would be one of the three main buildings, probably central and well guarded. I'm gonna guess this one,
Marker placed.
but it is just a guess. Yeah, I almost missed that, Loki. I recommend watching a movie called The Philosophers. It's about the last day of school before everyone leaves for college. A philosophy teacher runs through some thought experiments about if the nuclear holocaust were about to happen. Which 10 members of their group will go into the vault? Damn. Yeah, well, I'll save a note on that, see if I can track it down. Where is that movie? Is it on Netflix, or where else can you track down that movie? I'm still meaning to go and watch, I gotta watch John Wick sometime, and John Wick is not on Netflix. I could probably rent it through Amazon or buy it, but it's not on Amazon Prime either. I need to carve out some time and then watch John Wick. And a buddy of mine was telling me I need to check out 8 Below. Although 8 Below sounds like Emmett Snake. 8 Below sounds like a movie that would be very sad. It's a dog movie and it has sad parts. Dog movies with sad parts are kind of, I don't know. Watch Cybercrimes, a series. It's on Netflix, a BBC series. Well, BBC, a good start. That's a good start. Fictional stuff? Or is it about actual cybercrimes?
Analysis complete.
Go that way. Let's go that way. I don't know what it's going to do for us, but let's go this way.
Analysis complete.
They've got so much debris out here, it actually makes for good cover. Nice. No, they tell you how Silk Road was created in Pirate Bay. That does sound more interesting. Nigerian scam emails. I might like that. I might like that show. Interesting stuff. Yeah, it's tough. Shamrock Mike, when animals die in movies, it's tough. Especially dogs. Me, especially dogs. There's lots of movies I've avoided watching just for that reason. Because it's going to predictably have sad dog deaths and other things in it. What are the odds that it's just out here in this lonely hangar? I'm going into hangar B here. The hangar I've marked with B. Can't get in there, but... Whoa, I've just made a bunch of noise. How did this guy not hear me? Another little bit of terrain Snake can't actually climb. Okay, after the dark. So look for philosophers, but it'll actually show after the dark. Thank you, Loki. Saving that too. Exactly, Nade. The thing is, humans are not rational beings. We are extremely emotional beings. And that doesn't even mean that we have more attachment to other humans. Obviously, we have as much or more attachment at times to various animals. Even animals we have never ourselves met. Oh, I'm with you, Nate. I'm with you. That actually is right on point. Why are we so attached to animals, even compared to humans? Compared to humans. It is way too quiet here. Nice. Ultramar says, for the past few minutes I've been thinking to myself, this music is so annoying, I wish Jay would put it down. Then I realized, oh wait, that's my music. Alright, Hangar C. I think this is where we extracted Huey from. Doesn't mean that it's here. It is the furthest one out, though. I already tried interrogating someone. I never followed up on it. I interrogated him, and then didn't pay attention to what he said, and I don't think he identified the location of the AI pod. This door up here will probably be locked. It will be mag-locked. No, it's open. Okay, this is where we found Huey. It doesn't mean the AI pod's in here, but I think it's worth a shot. So, real quick, it is not over here, and it looks like it may not be over here. Oh, the next marker is going to be over here. That's not to say it isn't in a smaller building. I'm going to try and interrogate someone at some point and see if I can get info. But, elite. That's probably what the information gave us. It's probably the location of an elite soldier. I was not looking at the time. Okay. So it does not look like it's in here.
Removed.
Wonder if it could be in a little side building. That almost defies reason, though. Would they put their AI weapon a little side structure? Curiosity and all. I can't resist. I gotta check. Wu says animals don't have the same capacity for evil. True. Exactly. Lions might kill each other for food, but they don't torture each other for fun. Huge difference. World of difference. This whole building looks locked off.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching.
Oh, there's a guy on top of this building. Ignoring him for now. There does not appear to be any way into this building. The one door is chained shut, so that's not for us. Then this bunch of storage containers. There's this long building. But I think we're going to have to go explore Building D first. We're going to have to get to Building D. And if we can't find it there, we'll have to come all the way back over here. Alright, as soon as that sandstorm kicks in, I'm going to not worry about this guy. Get the sandstorm full blown. There it goes. Alright, now we're running for D. I said run, Snake. We're running for D. Run, Snake. I said we're running for D. Yeah. Well, that won't work. How about out here? Hopefully that doesn't say mines. I don't know what that sign says because I don't read the language, but hopefully it does not say landmines. I don't care about your specialist.
The map has been updated.
Nice, Crash has been infected too, huh? Sorry, Crash, about the nanomachines and the fox die. Just kind of happened. Hey, there it is. That's it.
Destroying the power system will shut
Shush,
down the
Kaz.
local
I just found the
electrical
AI pod. You can't
That'll give you
acknowledge
a leg
that?
up when
Thanks.
operating
Thanks,
in the
big
dark.
guy. Thanks.
The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited.
Destroying their vehicles will slow the enemy
Oh,
down.
check out all the
You can
pictures.
also steal them for yourself.
I will
Check out all the pictures. Oh my god.
I once created the clones.
I feel like there's some severe time pressure. May not be, but... What, did we just tell it to fly back to Mother Base or what? Apparently we did. It looks an awful lot like we just told the AI pod to fly to Mother Base. I hope it has enough fuel to fly all the way to the Indian Ocean.
AI pod launch confirmed. We'll pick it up. I wonder what kind of secrets are
Hey,
buried in it.
come on, get up. I'm sure that's been
If we learned something.
up and over, buddy. Up and fucking over.
Remember how the man on
No.
fire was crushed by Sahelanthropus?
Okay.
Well, the Soviets recovered his body. Could he really be dead? Boss, head for Yaha Ovu's supply outpost and secure the man on fire's body. If Skullface was right, in a thirst and keep the dead alive, this man on fire who's been coming after us ever since you woke up, well, that just...
Oh, I can't get back in. The door locked. Shit. Dude. Oh, this is fucking great. Mate, could you look this way? Maybe get out your rocket launcher to take out these guys. Next, Snake, I want you to reload the fucking thing. There you go, reloaded. This is good. We're gonna need an out, Snake. We're gonna need an out really fast. Pick me up. Where can you pick me up?
A landing zone.
That
Support
sucks.
helicopter requested.
Half a mile away. Don't get in Snake's way. He's carrying rockets. No, seriously, Snake is carrying rockets. Don't get in his fucking way. He will turn and launch them at you. You should let him escape. You should let him escape. You don't want rockets in the face. You should let Snake escape right now. That's a decoy on my left. Crash, that's awesome. I would probably put on a Halloween costume before I die, so when you're awake, you could be a zombie Darth Vader. Yes, best way to handle the coming zombie apocalypse. Put on a costume and be ready.
This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Now, that AI pod is going to be back at Mother Base. Why? Because Snake is apparently a hacker. No one told me, but Big Boss is apparently a hacker. He sat down at that computer, and 10 seconds later, the AI pod launched itself through the roof of the hangar it was being stored in, and presumably flew off to the Indian Ocean to go land at Mother Base. Okay, okay. Sure it did. This, of course, makes no sense. What could the range possibly be on those AI pods with their thrusters? He doesn't, you know, the game stretches reality. I'm okay with that. But there's stretching reality and then there's pretending there's no such thing. Big difference. That tapes, that's what. Or Origins of Code Talker.
There's something I've been wondering. Why are you called Code Talker? During World War II, the U.S. military used the languages of different tribes, including the Navajo, as codes, right? I know the term Code Talker was used to mean people sent to the battlefield to speak in those codes. Were you one of them?
Our mother tongue was indeed used for war. But I did not go. I was already over the conscription age. However, I was made to help craft the codes that were spoken. So in a wider sense, you could call me a code talker for that. Navajo is a complex language, and virtually no one outside the US speaks it. They must have thought it was the perfect language to use as a code.
Yeah, in the end, the Japanese never cracked it. The cipher is king in information warfare.
Of course, they didn't simply speak in Navajo. They created substitutions for words according to a code book, and then translated those into our language. Young Diné was sent to the front lines of the Pacific Theater as code talkers. To fight is an honor for the Diné. They were the pride of our people. But I cannot say this history brings me joy. Words are alive. When they are spoken, life is breathed into them. They become a part of the listener. Our words were transformed into lifeless ciphers and used for war. This, after the Black Ana spent generations suppressing the language.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess we shouldn't be calling you code talker, huh?
No, I do not mind. The reason Skullface called me code talker was because I also am responsible for coding language into the vocal cord parasites. I am the same as those young warriors, used for a cipher's sake. I must never forget that. The name, Code Talker, is a lesson carved into my being.
You said Skullface ordered you to weaponize the vocal cord parasites. But you also said he wasn't the reason.
And he wasn't. I was seduced by the parasites. That is a fact.
How? You mean from your curiosity as a scientist?
That I cannot deny. But there is more to it. The story goes back to the 19th century, to my earliest memory. One day, a man from the government visited our Hogan, our home. I cried as he yanked me from my mother's arms and took me away to an Indian boarding school. From that day forward, I became George. This was the name my teacher gave me. I was forced to give up my Diné name, forbidden from speaking anything but English. If we dared utter a word of filthy Navajo, the teacher made us eat a bar of soap.
Yeah, that was the U.S. government's education policy for Native Americans.
To erase our words was like erasing our people. Their education was tantamount to ethnic cleansing. Over time, the overt persecution of our language stopped. But to this day, it continues to be eaten away by the lingua franca, that is English. Many of the Diné outside the reservations can speak nothing else. And it isn't just our language. Across the world, minority languages are being destroyed by dominant languages. Many are on the verge of extinction.
Enter the vocal cord parasites.
Yes, I began thinking that minority languages needed some sort of deterrent against dominant languages. In order that their peoples and cultures would survive. It was then that I came across literature at the Foundation claiming that man acquired language thanks to a type of parasite, one that distinguishes between languages as a precursor to reproduction. If I could just resurrect it, make it more pathogenic, I would have my deterrent against English. But I failed to hide that aim from Skullface. He noticed. Yes, I wanted to retaliate against the English language, though never did I intend to actually use it as he planned. You know how the story ends. I was forced to study how to make the parasites compatible with all the world's languages. All but English.
How However, he in fact secretly isolated an English strain.
I will not be held prisoner by the man's phantom. The English strain must not be allowed to exist either.
No, you're essentially right, because even though it's a fictional work, the game presents a lot of its historical grounding, presents it as hyper realistic. So some of it is fact and some of it is fiction and some of it is exaggeration or propagandistic, but the game always presents it in a context of being hyper realistic without claiming that it is. It just presents it that way. So it could be a bit of a deception there by pushing that point that is not strictly true or not as accurate as what should be said. If you were trying to understand it, it really does mislead, but it's effective for the game. It's kind of appropriate in the context of the game.
A ruler's greatest wealth is not
or dramatic
land. It is the number of individuals under his control. Subjects who work, consume, are there to be used as pawns in war. For a capitalist ruler, his people's power becomes his power. You are the same. With your diamond dogs, you spin it with your speeches. But what you're doing is bringing as much talent as you can into your little domain. Every person another feather in your cap. Yes. Since ancient times, every civilization's ruler has had the same idea. When people unite under one will, they become stronger than the sum of their parts. And the one will is the ruler's will. And what do rulers use to bring people together? Language. In the Old Testament, it is written that only one language was spoken in Eden. A shared tongue that united all of humanity. Mankind eventually grew aware of its power and harnessed that strength to build a tower to the heavens. The mighty Tower of Babel. This angered God, who splintered the language of man, and the tower was never completed. Languages emerged, and the earth was divided as men went their separate ways. Every age is the same. A ruler's first order of business, after conquering new land, is to force his tongue on its people. Ancient Rome, Napoleon, and now Zero. English is wreaking havoc around the world right now. The British Empire tilled the land with war as its hoe, then began planting the seed that is English. Eventually, American capitalism became the new instrument. To play its game of wealth, you only had to abide by one rule: English.
There it is again.
By exploiting people's desires, English has become a leash that people gladly wear around their necks, it would seem.
Not a simple or a pure point to be made, just English is a unifying force for good or ill. Certainly they don't mean to make it sound simple or simply good. Alright. Right. So another side op. So is this what happened to the main ops? Instead of main ops being on the main op list, we're getting main ops on the side op list? Recover the remains of the man on fire.
Please specify a project.
all starting to look so expensive now that we have so many things we can upgrade. While moving sharpshooters.
Please
What are we missing for
specify
D-Dog? When can we
project.
get more upgrades for D-Dog? Tell me there's something. Nice, Mac. How did the CE go, man? Like it'll be a while till we can upgrade any more of D-Dog's stuff. Sinful Butterfly, we're just missing the blueprint. Where was that blueprint? Not gonna go for it, but let's check right now. I think it was a main mission
Please select
that
a
had that as
mission.
a side objective. Or not. Or it was a, I don't know. Somewhere though, somewhere. Well, hey, if you only had to deal with 3 hours of HIV/AIDS, you're looking for Quiet's last rifle. I know it was a secondary objective to find the blueprint. Can't recall which mission. All right, Altamore, we'll see you later. Don't work too hard tonight. Code Talker mission. It was the Code Talker mission. Ah, thank you. Thanks for hanging out, Altamore, today. Are you gonna be around at all tomorrow? Tomorrow we're going back to the 6-hour stream that starts at 3.
Please select a mission.
Code Talker mission. Oh, there we go. Obtainable skills and blueprints. Brennan LRS 46. Yeah, I thought I saw it on the list. Now I see it again. We'll have to go back sometime and do that, but probably not during this playthrough. Probably not during this playthrough. I still don't have a vehicle,
Please
extra
select a
vehicle for this
mission.
combat deployment. So for now, we're staying on target here. Was cure the remains of the man on fire.
Please select a landing
The
zone.
remains, right, like it's gonna be a body. Something tells me we are not done with the man on fire. That is what I think. And I still think the man on fire is somehow Volgan. There's just, it's something about the sleeves. It's something about the outfit. Even though it's all a big flaming guy, there's something about the outfit that makes me think it's Volgan. They've somehow brought Volgan back as the man on fire. Things on fire, they should. They definitely should.
Deploying.
They should leave ashes as the remains. He does, but he's been worse off. He's definitely needed to shower before a lot worse than he does now. You ready, D-Dog? Let's do this. There's only one building, one main building.
Marker placed.
Actually, hold on. There's only one main building. But if that's where B is, it almost looks like we could come around
Clouds
another way.
approaching.
See if we can't come around the side here. So Mac, how you been doing today? Besides the CE, how are your general spirits? How was the end of your weekend? This is gonna feel like a weird week because I went camping through Monday.
Detected. The map
It
has
just
been
kind of rolled
updated.
right into today. Oh, it's this place. I remember this place. I remember extracting soldiers from the room down here. It took me quite a few tries to get that right.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Hold on. We're gonna interrogate that guy. We're gonna interrogate that guy right now. See what he knows.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Wake up. Wake up, you lazy ass.
Sun will set.
I don't need the blueprints though, guy. I'm sorry. You did not have the information I wanted. Stream some Don't Starve, a few other games. I'm working on your list of things to stream. I heard that you know what? Thank you for the reminder. It was mentioned, but Amnesia: The Dark Descent is free right now on Steam. So definitely, thank you for the reminder. If anybody's interested, you should check that game out and grab it while it's free. Great blueprint. Fuel resources. Get my orientation here. Where the fuel resources are is where the prisoner was last time. And then there's a blueprint, whatever the blueprint might be here. It doesn't actually tell us where the remains are. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're in like a tiny little building out here somewhere. Entirely possible. They're not where I think they'll be. I'm tempted to wake that guy up again. I wish he had more information. Is there no guard over this way today? Okay. Amnesia: The Dark Descent is the free one. You cleared the whole outpost? Damn. Alright, well I'm hoping I don't. I'm hoping I don't clear the whole outpost. And I guess what I'm wondering is if it might just be over here. I'm gonna be unconventional about this and try to go somewhere else. Instead of moving in the front, which is a kind of pain in the ass infiltration anyways, let's see if maybe they're not keeping him inside the base.
Analysis complete.
Who knows? Maybe it's in a truck. They could be driving the remains around in a truck. Nice decoy, fellas. Nice decoy.
Analysis complete.
unlikely it would be in an unguarded spot. Nevertheless,
You have arrived at your destination.
we can at least rule a few things out by coming in here right now. What bitrate were you running at? Welcome back. Alright, yeah, to end the stream early because of that. That sucks. Oh, God, I didn't even see this decoy here. Ouch. Okay, that's pretty bad. Ouch. 600. 600 is very harsh. I'll give you that. That would be pretty unwatchable. But hey, man, you know, you gave it a shot. And you also know what sort of a low end you don't want to go back to. But that's pretty rough. 600 is pretty rough.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Well, that guy looks helpful. Get to him. Give us. Thank you for the host, man. Thank you. YOLO! YOLO, hello. What's up? Wearing a helmet? He's not even wearing a helmet. Fine, then I'm glad you're not wearing a helmet, guy. Makes my job possibly easier. I think I want to interrogate him, though. I don't know that anyone's actually going to have the location. Nevertheless, you can get him to a better spot, too. No, don't swap his damn weapon. Take the man, please. Take the man, not the gun. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. I mean the soldier. Alright, now drop him over here. Now wake him up. Now tell me, where are the remains of the man on fire? I don't care about your specialist.
The map has been updated.
That guy's definitely worth taking. I hope he doesn't get spotted on the way up, but I'm taking him anyways.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I guess it's time to go back into the base. Damn it, I see, I sense the same thing happening that happened to you, Mac. Hey, you cleared the whole place, wasn't that you, Mac? Yeah, the mission took you way longer to finish than it should have. You cleared the whole outpost before you found the remains. Well, get ready. I think that's gonna happen here, too.
Analysis complete.
Shit. Hey, stay low. Stay low. First, I'm not gonna stop shining the light on me for even a split second now. You ready to make a break for it? Are you ready? Break! I don't know. I said break. Guy's got a damn helmet. Screw that. Hey, get down! Come on, do something useful, please. Please. Going straight in. I don't know what's in. I've never taken this. I've never gone under here, but we're gonna find out. That's correct, YOLO. Doing a blind run, so please, yeah, please don't tell me what I'm looking for. But it sounds like you noticed that already. It's a blind run. I know where I am on the map, but I don't know where I'm trying to go.
ЛКП, понял. Будьте начеку и найдите противника.
Had blueprints revealed. We had their specialists revealed, but part of the base am I crawling under?
Это КП, понял. Опустите каждый угол. Они где-то здесь. Конец связи. Штаб, это КП. Подождем огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Но потеряли врага. Враг может все еще прятаться поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием.
They're so gonna see me doing this. Come on, this is gonna be a door to unlock, isn't it? No? Alright. Alright, well, I think I found the blueprint. Blueprint? Blueprint? Table? Blueprint? Yeah, there you go. Blueprint. Oh, great. Got a blueprint. That's not what I was looking for, though. Better stay really low. They could see me through these windows. I already know there's someone on site. No good cassette here? Really? There's no good cassettes? That's too bad. Where are we on the map? Playing War Game Red Dragon. Oh, and the Jedi Academy run. Nice. No, Perihelion's Jedi Academy is a classic game. Using the old Quake engine. Here on, let's see if I can give you a better answer here, YOLO.
Please select a mission.
On main mission 34-ish. Whoa! I think I just okay. Let it out. I don't care about your diamonds. Lie down.
The map
You're gonna be
has
tranked
been updated.
anyways. How nice.
I have detected a signal embedded
Hey,
in the
YOLO
static.
for you. Thank you for the follow and welcome. Welcome, welcome. Bro, my hands are up. Don't shoot me, bro. Don't trank me, bro. Yeah, Jedi Academy has some of the best lightsaber combat. It was all about the lightsaber combat. Well, damn, I'm not sure what I want to do here. Rough diamond. I'm not worried about the diamond. I have not checked this far corner. That's where there were hostages on an earlier mission. Seems like the entire structure is lined with buildings that can be entered. Kind of stressful. Because there's a lot of places. Wait. I couldn't... This cassette wasn't there before. Oh, we were getting a cassette. Yes! The mission is saved. We got the cassette. It's all good. We got the cassette. Hello, Antonok. What's up? All right. So, would they be keeping the Man on Fire's remains up in a little guard tower? It doesn't make sense that they would. But I don't know where they're keeping it. So here's some places we haven't checked. We have not checked those buildings on the far side. And in a previous mission, I made it into these buildings. But those are the ones I have not checked yet. Fuck. I don't even want to know who just saw me. That's horrible. And now, there's the guy you just said shoot him in the head with the sleepy dart pistol. Which way are they running? Which way are they going? Hopefully they go to where the guy with the guy held up is. And not this way. E-Dog, you came through that door, you scared the shit out of me. Battlefront 4 Deluxe Edition comes with a Han Solo mini fridge? Really? Huh. Alright, before we go any further, not really expecting him to be in here with these resources, but sort of the next place for me to go. Unless I want to try and cross. I suppose I could try to cross all the way over to this building first. Screw it, I'm going to do that. Hopefully the remains are not in the same building that the prisoner was in an earlier mission. Which could be. Sandstorm, perfect. We're gonna hang around until Darude kicks in. As soon as Darude kicks in, we're going up. Downhon, what are you offering? Are you offering me some tacos? Tacos, good tacos.
Margot placed.
That was not what I meant to do. How are we doing on the Sandstorm? Has it hit yet? Not yet. Not yet. We're waiting on the Sandstorm here. We're waiting on the Sandstorm. Okay, Sandstorm's coming in. That's a decoy. Thank God that's a decoy. Alright, real quick. We gotta go through this real quick. What's here? Not seeing anything. Ditching the resources because we don't have much time. Alright, I think we just crossed all the way over. This is the door we had to unlock before for a prisoner. Tacos, tacos. Hey, at least they were honest. At least they were honest with the Fallout 4 pass. What the hell? Okay, lesson I learned from a side op. There's a lesson I learned from a side op. It's an unfortunate lesson. It's that sometimes things are higher up than they should be. I can't climb. Shit, I can't get up there. Get up here. Sandstorm's just about over. Now what am I gonna do? Wait for another sandstorm? Shit. Have I already been spotted? That guy thinks there's something going on. He better come check. It was just a dog. Go away. It was just a dog. Are you serious? You really want to come in here, huh? Fine then.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Check it out. Yes, check it out. Oh, this is a great position. I love it. What muscles, dude. Big Boss is doing core workout right here. I want him to go over this little lump. Come on, crawl over this fucking lump. Don't disappoint me, Big Boss. There you go. Ready to get spotted? Are you ready to get spotted, everyone? Here we go. Just go up the fucking stairs, big guy, please. Oh man, Mac, that is a hell of a troll. Mac clicked on a link. It said, David Hayter agrees to voice all of Snake's lines in a PC mod. You clicked on it and it was a Rickroll. That is fucking evil. There is ever an evil Rickroll, that is it. And damn, I wish I had my suppressed sniper right now. Drop, Snake, drop, please. Drop, stay down. They're already in there. Oh, come on. You're not seriously gonna refuse to crawl over this shit. You are really gonna refuse to crawl over this stuff. Well, that works, though it was not the plan. Now we do have to trank this guy. Neither of them are wearing helmets, that's good. Although that was a very noisy fall. Yes, I see the guy who's coming up behind me. I know it. I know there's a guy behind me. The guy I tranked is apparently just awake again. Nice touch. No, no. Yeah, you can go in there. That's cool. Be in there. Go check it out and go back to your post. Go back to your post, guy.
Забудь, не померещилось. С дороги.
YOLO. I make plenty of bad decisions, so not really looking for tips about what would be a good idea. I'm sure getting them out by balloon, assuming the balloons weren't spotted, would be a great thing to do. But yeah, try not to worry about it too much. I'm gonna make plenty of decisions that are not great. And that was just one of them. One of many. So okay, we've been in these buildings. We've been in those buildings. I've basically been in the ground level buildings at all four corners, and as far as I can tell, the ones in between. Which means the remains are probably not there. I also checked the trailers outside, and I'm also thinking about what Mac said. Mac was saying he had to go through this mission and basically clear the whole outpost before he ever found the remains. And I'm afraid that that's gonna happen to me too, because I don't really have a better plan. So, how many people are there? There's probably only about a dozen. Okay, YOLO, thanks for coming by. We'll catch you later. Well, I hope they're not the best part, but maybe one of the good parts. Maybe one good parts. Lance, I'd prefer not. I don't know if you're talking about rolling. I mean, I know how to roll. I don't know what exactly you had in mind, but I do know how to roll. Just not rolling much. Speaking of on your belly, you should have seen what I did during the, I don't know, maybe you were here, during the Code Talker mission when you're being sniped by the skulls. I ended up getting away from the third. I took out one of the skulls, and then there were 3 more, and I just basically did flops the whole way. I jumped and flopped to get away from the other 3 skull snipers. So, I don't have a goal. I really don't have a goal because I don't know what building he would be in. I have checked, as far as I know, I've checked these trailers. What haven't I checked? Would they have put him in a dumpster? Who knows? Maybe they'd have put him in a dumpster. That would be sort of funny. And I've checked the trailers out here. I've checked the building out here. I've checked the buildings out here. And I've checked most of the buildings inside. Yeah, 31 minutes. It would be nice if I could just finish this mission the next 30 minutes. That would be great. I seriously can't call Kaz or Ocelot or anyone. Nobody wants to talk to me on the radio. I could try to carefully take some of these guys out and then move position and then take more of them out and then move position and see if I can clear the base. That might be the best approach at this point, is just try to clear the base. Nevertheless, we're gonna have to see who's not wearing helmets. No helmet. No helmet. Alright, well, here's where things go to shit. We don't want these people getting back up. So we're gonna try and be super patient.
Boss, get down.
What, the sniper saw me? Nice. Nice reflex, too. Nice reflex.
Sneak past enemies.
We're gonna start picking them off. We've got to start picking them off at this point. I think we just have to pick them off. gonna pop up from different locations, and we're gonna take them out one at a time, so we have something we can work with and just go scout the base. Pretty crummy strategy, but I think it has a chance to work. And right now they're all looking one way, so I'm gonna go down to the end, try and come up behind them and take someone else out. Even if they can call for reinforcements, the reinforcements are not unlimited. My insides just curl up thinking that I'm trying to wear through their reinforcements, but that might be what I end up doing. Living Light, hey man, it's going well. Man, I got myself kind of stuck right now in a mission without a sense of where my target is. Huh. Also, I don't mind when people say J-A-Y, but there is no J-A-Y. There's J is not my name. J is just a letter, by the way. So I don't really mind. A lot of people seem to want to call me J-A-Y. That's fine. But I will occasionally mention it, that there isn't actually a J-A-Y. J-A-Y doesn't exist. It's the letter J. I want this. Yeah, there you go. That's the guy. Here's our next target. He's right there. Right there. Now hold steady. Stop moving. Oh, you had. Fine then. Don't stop moving. Okay, that half worked. Half worked. Everything I knew was a lie. Living Light, how are you doing today? Cheers. Shivas, take care. And welcome back, Mike. I didn't even kill those two guys. I just wounded them. I used half my suppressor and all I accomplished was wounding them. Should have stunned him. At least with one stun, I would have made more of a difference. Is he wearing a helmet? I don't know.
Analysis complete.
He is wearing a helmet. Well, to get this shot to hit him in the head but below the helmet would be tricky. Oh, how do you like that? He had a helmet on. How do you like that headshot? Right under the helmet, in the dark. That's what I'm trying to do, is take them out one by one. I do have a rocket launcher. I really could pull out the rocket launcher if I want to. Boy.
Analysis complete.
I guess it depends on the velocity and the type of bullet, right? Depends on the type of helmet, type of bullet, velocity, and a lot of things. It's not a guarantee that a bullet from a gun would go through a helmet. Or even from, I mean, I don't know my weapons, so I don't know how powerful this MRS is meant to really be.
Sandstorm approaching.
Someone else could probably give you a much better answer. There you go. Weight, penetrating characteristics of the bullet, material the helmet was made of, as well as the distance, and the angle of impact. Well, let's go briefly off mission here. As soon as that sandstorm is in place, I am going to drop some C4 on this air radar. Maybe even toss a rocket at a few of these guys. Sandstorm, be my friend. Snake, Snake, come on. What do you mean you can't use the C4? Snake, place the fucking C4. Snake. Oh my god, Snake, what the hell? Place the C4. Place the Really? There's some good reason you have for not wanting to place the C4, Snake. Snake, place the shit. Thanks for wasting my sandstorm too, Snake. Really appreciate that.
Their anti-air radar?
Damn right I did.
It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Requested.
I think I picked the wrong side for my supplies, though. Oh well.
Supply drop complete.
Oh, I picked the right side. Perfect. Very nice. I'm actually going to get supplies out here where I am. Did I check those buildings up top? I'm not sure I checked those buildings up top. Somebody coming out the gates? They might be. One more guy. One more guy. Come on all the way. Come on out. Oh, damn. Okay. Now my suppressor's out. While I'm grabbing that suppressor, we're going up the hill. Sure, the remains aren't here, but anything here? No, there's nothing here. I cannot enter these little silos. As far as I know, I cannot enter them. I've been in that building, though. I've been in so many of these buildings. Maybe it's time I had someone drop me a sniper rifle. Either I start using my rockets, or I have someone drop me a sniper. Oh, nice. Did something finally work? Aha! Aha! The filter worked! Yay! Mike, don't even worry about it. I'm just thrilled that it worked. I'm not saying. What did the filter do? I'm not saying. Oh, you never know. You never know. But I am super happy that that shit just worked, let me tell you. Perihelions may have figured it out. It is possible. I don't understand why you all need to push the point so much. Hey, you know what? Let it fucking go, man. Let it go. There's a reason for it, and I would prefer you didn't make a big deal out of it. Please, please don't. There's a reason for it. Yes, if you type that word, it erases your comments. I would be most grateful if you didn't, like, make a big stink out of it, though. Because there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Oh, what the hell? D-Dog, get the fuck out of the way! D-Dog, get out of my way! Perihelions, would you do me a favor and stop, please? Would you stop trying to test the purge filter? Would you stop trying to... Could you stop, please? Could you stop, please? Please. Please fucking stop. Perihelions, I am actually going to time you out if you don't stop trying to test the boundaries of the purge filter. Please. There are a bunch of words on there for a reason. And if you haven't figured out the whole reason, just stop trying to test it. Please, just do me a favor. Stop. Please. I'm sorry if you can't think of the reason for it, but I don't want to point it out. Pointing it out, just... There's a reason I don't want to point it out, just like there's a reason it exists. Do me a big favor and stop trying to test it.
Analysis complete.
What's up, some kind of chief?
Analysis complete.
It's not like some nefarious thing. It has a very good purpose. Damn. Well, they're gonna run out of guys sooner or later. Oh shit, Windows loading buffer. No, it's just a weird cursor. Thank you for mentioning it out. No, it is a Windows cursor, but it's just, I don't know why, for some reason, it'll pop up sometimes. It's probably Steam. It's probably Steam doing that. Very easy to fix, but I do have to know what's going on, so I appreciate it when you mention that. I think it's funny that no one actually found, hold on. Oh, nice, stupid guy. Very nice. Thank you for being that stupid. Oh god, thank you. What a gift that this guy is that dumb. Down you go! Okay, and out you go. Come on, out you go. Yeah, it's a one-man war of attrition. Who's left? There's about 8 of them. And they might be on the far side, which means I may have an easier time sniping a few of them.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
And I still have to figure out where the thing is. I gotta find out where the thing is. But at least once they're all dead, I can run around and do that. Sounds like that's what you ended up doing, Mac, was clearing the entire base. You're only here to see Quiet. Oh, that's too bad. We're almost done with the stream for the night, some kind of chief. And even though we got Quiet all of her outfits, she now has her silver, her gold, her blood, she's got them all. We will probably not be pulling Quiet back out tonight. Quiet will come back out tomorrow. So if you do really want to just see Quiet, you'll have to come back tomorrow. Yeah, Lance, we got gold. We got the gold outfit. The only thing I don't have for Quiet is the her third gun because I'm missing that blueprint that I did not pick up during the Code Talker mission. We'll have to go back there at some point. But not yet. That is a decoy. I am somewhat tempted to smoke a cigar and roll us back around tonight. In fact, I'm gonna do that. Go find a spot. Hopefully they're not coming down here. If they actually look down here, it would be a first. Go ahead and... Why can't I smoke the cigar? Because they're looking for me? Because there's an alert? That sucks. I wonder, could I bet you I could actually shoot through here. Bet you I could. Alright, we're gonna test this door. We're gonna see just how effective. Oh yeah. Right through the hole in the door. Dude didn't even see. His buddy didn't even see. I'm sorry, but we're going lethal now. I do not... Well, I guess I could Fulton this guy. We don't have to kill him. Yeah, but I was just waiting for that guy. The guy who's waving and sees the balloon. I was waiting for him to spot us. Which he might do any second.
Extract him.
Balloon just took somebody away. Well, this base is mostly cleared now. There's some people outside on this side. Not too many. Clearly, we've gone lethal now. We're just full on lethal here. We need everybody out of the way. We can Fulton them, but other than that, we just gotta go lethal. I've not really been evaluating them. I'd like to see this mission through.
Analysis complete.
I've been Fultoning them if I had... You're ashamed to say you got a C rank. Oh, man. If I was ashamed with a C rank, I would be one... I would just be so sad right now. I've gotten plenty. The only S ranks I've gotten were basically an accident. I got a few S ranks by accident.
Roger that.
Outpost captured.
Outpost captured, was that it? There's nobody else alive. Outpost captured! Seriously, outpost captured. Woohoo! Alright, now, where the fuck is this thing? Oh my god. It's all mine! The outpost is mine! Now where is all the shit? Alright, now, let's see if I can even find the remains in the next few minutes. Mac, I may end up asking you where you found them. Don't tell me now, I want to look around for a few, but I may actually end up asking you, alright, did they put his remains in a bathroom? Did they put his remains in a dumpster? What the hell did they do with his remains? But it is really nice being able to run around. Imaginary confetti going wild! There's some blueprint. Oh, rough diamond. I thought I'd already gotten the blueprints. You'll let me look. You just remember hating this mission. Well, what I suspect is that it's going to turn out not to be in the central base. That there's going to be some gotcha where it's off to the side, it's somewhere else. May as well grab all these resources, though. Have a good look around. Since the base is captured, I really hope that they never bring anybody back. There's no more people coming. Alright, if the base is captured, what else do we have? I've been to those two trailers over there and checked them out. Go check out this little side post here. Would he be in a truck or a cargo container? Maybe I can... Maybe he's in a vehicle. Or a cargo container. Is there anything I can Fulton out while I'm here? That does not look like a functional truck. I've already been in these structures, but I'm gonna go back in. That's right, just break the window. It doesn't matter anymore, Snake. Hey, we got a vehicle. This is good. Well, so he's dead, is the thing. We're looking for, ostensibly, remains.
You captured an enemy vehicle. Just like weapons and items, you can use your iDroid to have vehicles you've extracted airdropped in.
And not normal remains. Not normal remains.
Them on dispatch missions.
They're special remains. Whatever they are, they're special. Alright, now hold on. This zone extends across the bridge. Let me just check. Is there anything across the bridge that I can see? We're gonna check all the porta potties. Go ahead and take this mortar. Hold on, we got cargo containers here. Can I Fulton these cargo containers? Maybe he's in one of these cargo containers. Are there any more cargo containers? Common metal. And the man on fire. That would be nice. Alright, I've already been in here, but we're gonna double check. There was a guy on top of this particular building before. He doesn't seem to be there now. Let's go up on top and just see what's up there. There's nothing up here. Nothing up here, and I've been in that outpost. Good lord. This mission was silly. I'm actually very glad that you all agree how silly this mission is. Makes me feel not so silly for not being able to figure it out. Nice dive roll. I like it. Here, let's blow more stuff up. Let's blow more stuff up, Snake. You like blowing stuff up, don't you? Awesome. Huh. How about right... Oh, fuck me! I see it. Yes, I see it.
The map has been updated.
I found it too, man. I found it. I didn't have to look it up. Right in the fucking middle. Right in the middle. Right in the exactly. Yay. Trolled. Yes. Hi, Deadpool. Yes, it would. Okay. Okay! Of course, unicorn and everything. Oh shit, and oh man. What have you done? What have you done to me, game? I'm not ready to fight this guy. It was supposed to be over. You're supposed to be on your way to Mother Base. Why are we stopping to chat? Dr. Jones, there's no time to make love. We got company. So I've been guessing that that was Volgan all along. And yet, it doesn't even look like him now that they showed him. Although I think all the cartridges suggest that that was Volgan. But that didn't look like Volgan. Good God. Snake's hallucinations are going to a whole new level.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
So, okay. We're at 12 hours here, but to wrap up, we're gonna check tapes, we're gonna check base, we're gonna take stock of everything here before we cut loose for the night.
I barely recognize you, Colonel. Skullface used your thirst for revenge against Big Boss, did he?
I'm pleased that I've recognized him since before the game was released. Colonel Volgin. Alright. Later, Mac.
I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
Dr. Obi-Wan, we just, I'll show you. I will show you. Oh, we've got him. Is this on the animal platform? Dude, we just put Volgin in a cage on the animal platform. Conservation platform. Tell me that's where we are. How are you doing, Dr. Obi-Wan? I'll show you where we're at. Oh, quarantine platform. Well, it looked a lot like the animal conservation platform. Fine. Okay, it's the quarantine platform. We are in Chapter 2. Dr. Obi-Wan, we're in Chapter 2.
Please select a mission.
And we had gotten a series of missions that look like repeats. And then I got confirmation that these are in fact repeats. That the Subsistence, the Extreme, and presumably the Total Stealth, that these are actually repeat quests. So, of the 20 or so remaining missions in the story, it seems like a lot of them are not actually part of the story. They're just rehashed earlier missions. So, we've actually got one. Of these 5 missions on the main mission list, we've got one that pertains to the story. Cursed Legacy. Recover the 2 containers loaded with Code Talker's research materials. The containers are hidden in the jungle, and XOF choppers are en route to collect them. It's required that you have the ability to Fulton out cargo. So that's cool. All's well, you say? All's well? That is good to hear. I deploy on this? No, I don't have a big enough vehicle for that. Side ops. Yeah, we got a couple yellow marked important side ops that pushed us back onto a main mission. Important main mission. But it does seem weird. Chapter 1 ends after mission 31. Supposedly there's 50 or so missions in the game. Someone has already told me this. I didn't really want to know, but I've been told there are about 50 missions in the game. And so it seems that of the remaining ones, there's only a handful that are actual story quests. But we're going to push ahead tomorrow. Guess we did not get we not get any new tapes? We did. There we go. We got new tapes. Before we go to the tapes, let's check on development and staff, and then we'll kind of close out with the tapes.
Please specify a project.
So many weapons to choose from. There's too many now. I don't know what I would want to upgrade. What percent? Probably around 40. But we'll find out soon. My guess is around 40%. The LPG. General purpose machine gun. Okay. Grom. I like upgrading the Grom, but it's getting really expensive. Andom warhead conversion. Damage up. Is it fire 2? Andom warhead? Laser sight. Side mount.
Clouds approaching.
Upgraded sneaking suit. Well, there. I'm going for the upgraded sneaking suit. Vision 2. A new, more quicker reloading. Well, that's good. Quicker reloading is awesome. Active decoy. Has a speaker function. Might be useful. These continuous voice clips. Curious, I want that. Let's do it.
Please specify a project.
The last thing for quiet, we're missing the blueprint. I'd have to go back and do Code Talker mission again and find that blueprint if we ever want to make that.
Please specify a project.
You get rockets, missiles, flares for the helicopter. Hey, thank you, thank you. Dr. Obi-Wan. Yeah, we'll be back on. I don't know if you've checked in with the schedule, but I've got the schedule up in a format that will show in everybody's own time zones. It'd be pretty helpful. And tomorrow and Thursday, we're going to do 6-hour streams that start at 3 o'clock my time. I bumped all the weekly streams up a couple hours, and then the Tuesday stream turned into this all-day thing. All with the intention of wrapping up before it gets too late at night so I can actually sleep at night. What do we get for a music tape? Oh yeah, I forgot. We got Take On Me. We got Take On Me. We'll have to enjoy that one tomorrow because we want to listen to the story tapes right now. But this is awesome. Finding that was choice. Choice. Man on Fire, we've got 2. Vocal cord parasites, we've got 2.
Volgan, the GRU colonel, was burned alive with a Shagohod during Operation Snake Eater 20 years ago. Despite suffering severe burns to his entire body, he still clung to life. After you left Seleniarsk, Volgan's body was taken to a research institute in the outskirts of Moscow, but modern medicine couldn't explain why he was still alive. Not that the colonel was any ordinary man to begin with. That constant electric current he had running through his body that he could unleash at will? To be honest, I was always uncomfortable around him. Thought I might get electrocuted just by standing nearby. The institute studying him was tasked with investigating and developing human paranormal abilities. The comatose Volgan was used to further the Soviet Union's research into such abilities. But not long ago, the facility burned to the ground, and Volgan's body was never found among the rubble, even though the fire started in the room where they were keeping him. This occurred at around the same time you woke up. If Skullface was right, and a thirst for revenge can turn a man into a demon and keep the dead alive, then this man on fire who's been coming after us ever since you woke up, well, that just might be what's left of our old friend Volgan. It's not over yet. Back in '64, in Seleniarsk, you brought his plans for a utopia down in flames. That grudge is what's keeping him alive. The day the research facility holding Volgan burned down, a Soviet jumbo passenger jet happened to crash nearby, far away to the north of that hospital in Cyprus. On board the plane was a young boy who was being studied at the same facility. The plane fell to Earth from over 8,000 feet, but the boy's body was the only one not recovered. At almost exactly the same time as the crash, Volgan awoke in that facility. According to the Research Institute's documents, the gifts this boy demonstrated included psychokinesis and telepathy. To protect his mind from being inundated with other people's thoughts, he always wore a kind of gas mask. A rudimentary form of psychic insulation, apparently. We don't know where this boy is, but if Skullface is connected to him, we may cross paths with him yet. This boy is part of a new age where nothing we understand about the world makes sense anymore. Don't let your guard down.
You should definitely check out the new schedule, Master Mazar. Welcome back, too. So the Tuesday daytime 12-hour streams are, for now, a regular thing. I am trying to get better sleep, so I bumped everything up, and I'm taking Mondays off. Welcome back, Criminal. Welcome back. You made it back just in time. Just in time for the end. Just in time for the end. We are wrapping up here. We've got 2 more tapes. But,
So what were they doing at Nzoya Badia, Baloo?
be back on
That
tomorrow.
facility with all the people laid out in rows.
I'd love to just keep going, but
Factory Shibani
gotta have
was out.
boundaries.
It is precisely as you guessed. Black Anna was coding languages into the vocal cord parasites. They infected the subjects with the parasites, then made an incision in the throat to expose the vocal cords. That allowed them to play recordings of a desired language directly to the parasites.
And the parasites learn the languages that way. That's some teaching method. I just don't get how a bunch of bugs had the brain power for it.
They don't. Do not judge them by human standards. They do not learn as a function of intellect.
Then how do they do it?
What language the parasites react to is coded into their genes. You could expose the Japanese strain to English for years, and it would never learn the language and react to it. The pronunciation, rhythm, and structure are different. But what about, say, Spanish and Portuguese? Linguistically, the two are very close.
Yeah, they're both Ibero-Romance languages.
Even so, a Spanish language mating pair exposed to Portuguese will not copulate. Only when they hear Spanish. Only then. And the majority of their offspring will be the same.
Majority.
So it's a literal case of a mother tongue.
But if that's so, I don't see how the different strains can be created in the first place.
Said majority.
Well, among the many thousands
Exactly.
of offspring,
Said majority.
there may be just a few that react to Portuguese.
You're talking about mutations.
Correct. Playing the tapes helps to identify the mutant strains. Those specimens are then isolated and bred with one another.
In a weird way, that actually
From their
makes sense.
children, specimens that react more strongly to Portuguese can again be selected and bred. Repeating this process creates a strain that reacts solely to Portuguese and never to Spanish. Mutation and selection. No different to breeding roses.
So you kept increasing the change over the generations, adapting them to languages from all over the world. Must have taken a hell of a lot of patience.
More like patience. Just how many died for this?
There's something I still don't get. In order to tell which larvae will react to Portuguese, you'd have to let them develop and then see which copulate. That means you'd need tens of thousands of guinea pigs. There's no way you could do that in a facility that small.
For normal selective breeding methods, you would be right. But there is a more effective selection method when training the vocal cord parasites.
Go on.
It is not only when mating that the parasites listen for language. Shortly before hatching, larvae display markedly increased activity in reaction to particular language. The active eggs can be identified under a black light, so the eggs that react to Portuguese are selectively placed in the throats of subjects. So you see, narrowing down strains that react to the target language is an effective process, though I'm sure that even so, many lost their lives to create the various strains.
Taken against their will into that dungeon.
There are two reasons for playing the tapes for the parasites. One, to isolate the eggs that respond to the target language. And two, to cause the specimens raised from the selected eggs to mate.
I get how the system works. But why do they respond to language before they even hatch? It's not like they can mate from inside an egg.
It is because the larvae learn the language before hatching.
You mentioned that what language the parasites respond to is hard-coded into their genes, and that they don't have the brain power to actually learn a language. But then you say that the larvae at Nzoia-Badia Bulu were learning the languages in the egg. Your story doesn't add up.
Your country is home to a unique songbird. The Japanese bush warbler.
Sure, what of it?
What a beautiful call it has. But no bush warbler can sing it perfectly at the start. As chicks, they can barely chirp at all. They must learn from their parents and other adult birds. Only then can they sing properly and attract females. So naturally, there are individual differences in each bird's call. Though they start on the same footing, each bird is influenced by its teachers.
And the parasites are the same?
Like the birds, the parasites have a genetic predisposition towards a particular language. But while in the egg, the larvae's ears are tweaked by listening to the voice of the host. This tweaking ensures that the grown parasites will react better to the host's speech pattern.
Why would they have an ability like that?
Well, there are distinct regional differences within even the same language. Rare is the language that has no unique dialects. Yes, learning the host's speech pattern before hatching attunes the larvae to whatever twist of pronunciation it will encounter. This adaptive ability is what makes them so formidable.
I see. So a language requires selective breeding, but the parasites can learn dialects by themselves.
Of course, having the egg-stage larvae listen to the tapes in the factory was not meant to teach them.
Weather will clear
It was
shortly.
more important to use that trait of theirs to identify the mutated strains. As I mentioned earlier,
Is that really accurate enough to use as a weapon? You could wipe out a neighboring ethnic group by accident if their pronunciation is too close.
what you say is true. In that sense, they are imperfect as ethnic cleansers. But for his purposes, they are good enough. His objective was not to exterminate any one ethnic group, but to render the world's lingua franca, English, inert.
For some good tapes. Good explanations. Let's see if we can get a good quote out here. Okay, hero, set me free. Well, that's as good a point as any to end it at. Okay, hero, set me free. Oh, I am robot. This is killing me here. It's been a nice quiet day. It's been a nice quiet day. Not a whole lot going on. That's been pretty quiet. And everybody's showing up now. Everybody's showing up now. I think in the past half hour, half a dozen people are showing up going, oh, it's time to play some Metal Gear. What's up? I am Robot. I was literally about to end the stream. And now I'm torn. I'm torn. I don't know if it's worth going a little further. I gotta have my boundaries. I gotta end the stream. We can't just run late. This isn't gonna be some crazy stream. I'm either ending it right now, or let's look at the mission list.
Please select a mission.
I don't know if you'd all like to do one more mission,
Sun will set shortly.
or if it's a really long mission. Tell you what, who's still around? Let me see. Who's still around that knows and can, without spoiling anything, give me a good sense of how long this mission might be? I think Mac took off. What I'm wondering is if anyone knows. Yeah, it's been 12 hours. I am Robot. It's been 12 hours. And there is a schedule. Anyone who's showing up at the end of the stream and wondering why the stream is ending really needs to take a look at the schedule. This is all according to a schedule. It's all been posted ahead of time. In fact, for weeks. For weeks. The start and end times of these streams are posted. They're posted. So there it is. Mark it down. Take a look at it. We're going to be doing Metal Gear Solid tomorrow. We're going to be doing it on Thursday if it's not finished. It's not too bad. Twixor, you're still there. Twixor, would you guess approximately 1 hour? Or what do you think? Yeah, but who follows a schedule anymore? I need to. I can't survive without one. I can't survive without one. Right on. Yeah, TYB, I know you're trying to avoid spoilers. We're definitely getting into heavy spoiler territory. No worries. No worries. Just trying to decide if we should try and do one more mission. Looking for a little feedback. Twixor is saying maybe 30 to 60 minutes. You know, if I put out a poll, you'll probably all say, do it, do it. Or more of you will say, do it. Famous last words. Exactly. That's the concern. 30 to 60 sounds good. Famous last words sound questionable. But what do y'all think? Do you want to try and do one more mission? I'm going to run to the restroom here. What do you think? One more mission? I'll be right back. Mute. Yes. Sound. Okay, we got sound. I appreciate it. I am robot. It's not that I feel pushed. I don't feel pushed. What I'm noticing is that people are here now, and people were not here. Mod says get some rest. All right. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. You're right. You're right. We should. I got the mute off. I finally got the mute off. But here's what we're looking at. If we're doing 35 tomorrow, 33 and 34 are not story. 36 and 37 are not story. Let's just extrapolate for a second. If 35 is story and 38 is story and 41 or 2 are story, we might still have... We could easily have 7 or 8 more story missions. And we've only got 6 hours tomorrow. 6 hours tomorrow. So there's a good chance that we won't finish tomorrow. And then we're going to be doing this on Wednesday and on Thursday. And I really don't want to do another 24-hour Metal Gear Solid stream. I think a lot of people are turned off by that at this point. It's just been week after week after week of Metal Gear. People show up for the 24-hour stream, and unless they're Metal Gear fans, it's a little weird to see it week after week after week. So, okay, we'll wrap up for now. It makes sense. I should start winding down. I didn't mean to tease you all. I didn't mean to tease you all about one more mission, but there wasn't a whole lot of feedback there. Just a couple people saying, all right, well, yeah, let's do one more mission. Let's do one more. I don't want to spoil it for you, TYB. Maybe you can get caught up sometime the next day. I am Robot. We'll definitely be back on the next 2 days trying to wrap this up. I think that makes sense. It hurts. It's a tough decision to make. It's always tough ending the stream. You know what else? After the stream, I get super lonely. I get all quiet. I shut off the stream, and then I go, where is everyone? It gets so quiet in my house. It's about to happen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for a great day. I will catch you all on the other side. I think Yeoman Chambers, I think she is still streaming some Mass Effect. I checked a couple minutes ago. And she is excellent at Mass Effect. She's also a deaf gamer, so she won't be talking on the stream. But she takes questions about that. If you have any questions for her, it's in her profile. She's always willing to take questions about that. But she's doing a Renegade Engineer, Mass Effect 2, Insanity. She's an awesome player. She's a great streamer. I'm going to put a host on her in a minute here. But thank you all. Everyone, have a great night. I will catch you a little later.